If you're a fan of Bill Murray, and who isn't, you may know he's coming to town for a show on Monday. It's not for a movie, it's for a theater performance, the Mahalia Jackson Theater. He'll be with Jan Vogler and friends, and he's joining us on the phone to talk about the show. And first of all, Bill, I got to say how we got you today, because you actually are friends with one of our friends, Randy Weish, who does the financial report for us.
Yes, Randy and I were college roommates my second semester of freshman year, and it was fortuitous timing for myself because I just run out of money. I had nothing left, and my cafeteria ticket had expired. Randy, as all people in our proud financial services industry, was a slippery character who was able to get out of the cafeteria with large bowls of peanut butter and crackers. And that's how I stayed alive the second semester of my freshman year.
So he
kept me alive, and I have to pay him back to this day. I'm still paying him back, not just financially, but it's mostly stuff like cleaning out his bureau, cleaning out his boats, and cutting bait. And
so basically, you owe your career.
Don't accumulate in his bait bucket.
You owe your career to Randy Weish. Well,
I owe my physical life to him. My career is I don't think he wants any credit for that. But well, the fact that I'm alive and grew so tall, finally, I mean, I just kept growing all through college.
It's all that peanut butter. But let's talk about your career. I mean, you have done so much. I mean, you are an actor, comedian. Do you call yourself a musician because you sing and you read poetry? I mean, you do it all.
Well, I'm a triple threat. I can do some deep cleaning. I'm a bit of a housekeeper. I can boil water, and I can get someone to the airport on time if they need to catch a plane. And
those are your big skills, right?
Well, I feel these are the things that make a real man. If you can get someone to their plane on time, that's really that's way up on the list for me.
Now, speaking of planes, that's where you met Jan Vogler, and this whole thing got started.
That's right. Jan and I were flying across the ocean on Air Berlin, and I see this guy carrying a funny-shaped box, and I say, "Are you going to be able to get that thing into the overhead?" And he looked at me like, "Oh, you poor little lamb." And he said, "No, it has its own seat," which took me back for a second. And then I realized it had a first-class seat, and it had the window. So here's this box looking out the window, at Iceland and Greenland, while the owner of the thing has to sit on the aisle. So that's how it goes in his business.
And you guys have really done some magical stuff together. I mean, it's just been a really neat coalition, and you've gotten rave reviews wherever you go, and it's going to be a fun show at the Mahalia Jackson.
Well, it's exciting. Mahalia Jackson's probably one of the first people I ever saw as a kid. I'm like, who is that? And why is she singing like that? She was a powerful presence and had big earrings, as I remember, too. She had some extraordinary earrings. But to play in the Mahalia Jackson's kind of a big deal. I think that's kind of nice. I've never been there, but I know what she's like. And it's it's challenging to play New Orleans. It's kind of, Nashville took the Music City name. I think they partly copyrighted it, but you could argue that New Orleans it's a pretty fair fight between the two.
Well, that's for sure. And tell us a bit about the show. I mean, because you do a lot of readings. There's some wonderful cello music and some other great musicians joining you on stage.
Well, let me have Jan Vogler tell you, because he's working on his English, and he'd like to see if you can understand him.
Good.
No, we created the show between music and literature, but also American songbooks. So Bill is singing a lot, and we started with an arrangement of West Side Story. And then we built the show, and it's been really a great ride. I mean, we played Carnegie Hall and other big halls, and I think when a couple comes to the concert, usually there's one of the two is interested in classical music, the other one takes a snooze, and in this show I think there's something, as Bill puts it, for both partners. So it's very interesting for everybody, and in the end it's usually a very excited crowd, which makes us very happy.
Well, that's good. And I know you guys are getting rave reviews. Now, Bill, if you're back on the line, you don't use the lounge singer voice you used to use on SNL, do you?
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to cry that out from the audience. That has yet to happen, Eric. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't even I don't even do that schmuck baiting thing of a little thing called Star Wars. Anybody? You know, I'm not trying that on the stage. I haven't worked up the courage to do that yet.
Oh, I think it'd be awesome.
No, this is the voice my mother wanted me to sing in, and I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying my best.
Well,
and it's kind of hard to sing like a lounge singer when you're playing with these players. They're so damn good that you just got to show up.
Well, everybody raves about the show. Cannot wait to see it on Monday. Congratulations, and we're glad you're coming to town. And does Randy have to buy a ticket to this?
Randy does not have to buy a ticket for this.
Okay,
no,
just checking.
That is a very apt question. I just said how many.
He'll be glad to know.
He's bringing a passel of people. There'll be a bunch of people. I don't know how they're going to be dressed, but you'll probably be able to pick them out in the crowd. I don't know. They could be financial services people. So, you know, if I would bring your portfolios with you, folks, and just have them look over what you've got. You know, they could pass them through the aisle during we go off stage. We do a couple encores, and while we're off stage, he could take a brief glance at them, give you a little
Bill,
yes, no, check mark thing.
Thank you guys so much, and good luck on the show Monday.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
I hope you come and come and say hi, will you? All right.
Thank you.
Come back and say hi.
Yes.
Bill will be appearing with Jan Vogler and friends at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. The show starts at 7:30 on Monday night. Tickets start at only $45 a person, but it really is a good show. And now we're